You ready, Crusader, to commentate? Yeah. Nice. Getting your mic set up, getting your co-commentator. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear us. Actually, I can't hear you, but I can hear me.
Try now. Can you hear me now? You hear him talking. Hello, 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 hello.
Yeah, but it's really shitty. It's like picking up your monitor mic.
There we go. I changed it. Alright, hear me now. Hello, 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 hello.
Yeah, it's
better
good.
now. Okay. I can boost it, whatever that means. I don't know what that does. Everything that's 100.
It just needs to be the volume up a little bit.
Let me try putting the boost, whatever this boost shit does. I don't know what this does. 50%? Is that better? Is that louder? Hello? Hello?
Just stream delay. Hold on.
Hello, hello, hello,
Yeah,
hello.
a little better. Yeah.
I'm gonna put up all the way to the max and see what happens. Alright, hello, 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 hello.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, cool. Bum, 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 bum.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys work your magic, so I'll stay quiet.
Well,
But good luck.
Ducky's gonna be the one, hard commentating. He's gonna be the guy, giving the. I want to interview him.
Yeah.
Be like, what would you do on this matchup?
Did you hear Duckie got perm ban off PE again?
I heard. Yeah, yeah. That's free Ducky. Am I right? Free Ducky.
True.
Who the hell is single dad, no kids? Probably freaking Scrixer, man. That's all I'll say. Holy. Lol. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, Brian, I'm not gonna lie. When you streamed the freaking Templar destroying NATO, my power rankings got a little bit I got concerned for my power rankings. I'm not gonna lie. The game's not started yet. We're waiting for them to join. It's a 10. What up, Jukebox?
What's up?
Why do you want to be moved into the channel? You're gonna hang out here, I guess, or?
Yeah, first-hand experience.
Yeah, you're gonna be in the booth with me and Ducky. I'm gonna have you
Yeah,
like like in sports, right, when they have like that guy in like the crowd.
Yeah, the hype man, you know? Two incredible teams. Honestly, I'm excited. I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah. We get to witness Bannerlord history right here.
I'm being informed they might delay the game. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, no
I
way.
know. I know. A travesty. Start messaging Fire and Jukebox if you don't want to get freaking. You don't want the thing to get delayed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, start spamming him. Do you have him on Snapchat?
No, I don't.
Unlucky. Weren't you in his clan in what's it called? Like all the way back in like Ruby and all that stuff back then?
Yeah, I was in RMC, yeah.
Yeah, so why don't you have yours in Snapchat? You know. I know you're a
Okay,
clan. I know
no,
you're a clan hopper, so you go into all the clans. But you know.
Oh, okay, no, not
No,
anymore,
that's not true.
buddy.
That's not
Not
true.
anymore.
That's not true. What clan are you in now? You're in Biz and you're Byzantine. I tried
Yeah.
enter.
You know, I'm no longer clan hopper, you know. That's the old me.
That's the old you.
Yeah, that's the old me. Yeah, I'm just here, you know, to enjoy this game, you know.
Yeah, I mean, what are your if I had to ask you, who do you think's winning this game between Ogre and NATO? If this game does go on today.
Let me look at the roster real quick.
Hmm.
Honestly, damn. I think Tony's team might win. I don't know.
You think so? I mean, I definitely think that like okay, so if Dumplings played Archer, right? I definitely think it's a clean Ogre victory, right? But I've been told that um Ogre is not running Dumplings as Archer. He's gonna be an infantry player. So we will see about we'll see if
I
that's actually
mean,
true or not.
they can always run Percival Archer. You know, he played Archer a while back. You know, more of the better, you know.
Yeah,
Just like the console players, you know, 6-inf, you know.
sure. How you doing, Duckie? You there?
Hello, I'm here.
So I heard that you initiated Chunky Monkey into your Dreadsword Legion.
I did.
What do you
Can I have the link for this thing?
the stream or
Yes, the stream
yes.
or whatever. Where has it started yet?
no, it's not started yet.
Okay, thank God.
It might
I wasn't sure- I
it
wasn't-
might be delayed actually. I'm not sure yet. Command.
So the way we've used this is basically just on the stream, or
Or you can
you're
join the
watching
server. You can join the server. I'm in the server right now.
Okay, I'm gonna join the server then, and then I'm not gonna watch the stream. I'm gonna okay.
Message Fiverr, but I don't think he's gonna. Who do you think's gonna win Crusader? Who do you have money on?
The password.
It's I'll tell you.
There's a maximum of 15 people. I'm not taking anyone's spot, am I?
Correct, because yes, you're not taking anyone's spot because there's 3 extra spots. I'm assuming so. You know, commentators come first. You know, we're out here, we're broadcasting the game to the people. So.
Exactly, we're official commentators.
Yes, exactly.
So we have the entire top team.
I mean, okay. So what I will say, right? What I'll say, right, is that going into this preseason, right? I have my power rankings, right? And on the power rankings, I have put OGRE at number 2 and NATO at number 3. Now, the NATO at number 3 might be aging like sour milk. You know what I mean? Like it might not be the greatest prediction I've ever had, but we'll see. We'll see. It could still be better than my Duties Maximus prediction, you know. But
Right.
we'll see. What do you think about this game, Duckie? It's between OGRE and NATO. You think it's gonna be a competitive game or?
I think it will be. I see. There's some names I don't quite recognize on the OGRE's team. I'm a little disoriented that they aren't matched with tags, but I think that these people on the Art of War are probably gonna be more familiar with each other since they're in the same clan. And because of that, I believe that the Art of War might take this. But I do see Momo.
No, it's OGRE, bro. OGRE. It's Dylan's his clan and with Dumplings and those people, not Art of War.
Oh, we're not talking about this game here.
No, it's NATO versus OGRE is the game that's happening today.
You're obviously not fighting for NATO.
You're correct. I'm commentating, bro.
I think Dylan's team is gonna take that.
Yeah, I mean, what's it called? They have a lot of good players on Dylan's team, right? You have Sidvek, you have obviously you have Dumplings, right? But what I've heard is that Dumplings is not gonna be playing Archer. He's gonna be playing infantry.
Right.
Yeah, and personally gonna be playing Archer.
I feel like the people on the OGRE team just have more experience in skirmish, although limited, than NATO.
Sure.
I personally believe that the OGRE team's gonna win. You know.
Let me just.
My first introduction to NATO as a team was on GK Battle when they were shield welding. That's the only time. I suppose on PE as well.
Sure.
That's the only time I've seen them play as a team in Force. You know.
Sure.
Onward, sons of Asuna!
Jukebox, you gotta give me some ET updates on the whole firing situation here. You know, kind of doing a.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Bum.
So you're not certain if this game is live?
Does Vocals knows he has a game, right?
No, he does, but he's saying that it might get delayed depending on if firing comes up or not. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on with that. I'm not gonna lie. To be honest,
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, this is practice. Okay, this
Do they not have a substitute?
It's the first official match of Division B. You know, we gotta see really what the quality of competition here is. You know, is it gonna be amateurish?
If Byron doesn't show up, is this match gonna be canceled?
I think that's to be determined. Honestly, I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm
I'm
not
sure they can get a sub. I'm sure we can.
Well, Vocals told me that they might postpone it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. He's talking with the. I'm assuming he's talking with the OGRE people, right? So I don't know.
My goodness.
Jukebox, aren't you like prime at spamming people in Discord to get on? You know, where's your?
No, it's not me.
That's not you. When you
No.
spam the smite a billion times in my Steam messages.
Oh, well, that's different.
That's different.
Let me know if this NATO game versus OGRE starts.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of disappointed here. You know, I feel like if you schedule a game, you're supposed to be on time. You know, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, man, it's 10:06 and we're nobody's showing up yet. You know,
Let me message.
it's really a bad look for NATO. You know.
All right. According to Vocals, he said my team decided they don't care if we lose, so we will play match tonight. All right, boys. So We have confirmed the match will go on. All right, that's hot off the press right there. Already interesting dynamic going on. Alright, looks like people are about to join the server, okay? So we'll start to see people entering the server here. Alright, people are starting to enter into the server.
Nice. Wonderful.
Alright, so Jukebox. Of Ogre's big players, right? You're looking at Valar, you're looking at Dumplings, you're looking at like Sidvek. Who do you think is gonna be the most important player for the team?
That's actually a good question. I mean, alright. I think the Cav is definitely important here, you know?
Sure.
But,
That's
you know,
definitely-
also, depending on what Dumpling plays,
Sure.
you know, that's a big situation right there, you know?
Sure. I mean, like I said, I don't have no idea what Ogre's gonna be doing. This could be like a psych out, right? But they've told many people that Dumplings is gonna be playing infantry. That's why he came to Division B. He left a Division A team was to play infantry, right? So we'll see if he's actually gonna be playing infantry in this game right now.
You know, I also think that, you know, Dylan's and Magic, you know, it's their time to
Alright.
shine.
I'm gonna message Duckie real quick. People. Alright, so it looks like NATO is going with an... Okay, so they're bringing Lemon, Locust, and KDW as so far I've entered the server for them.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of complaints,
so-
Crusader, by the way,
In my
on
stream.
on your stream. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you know, what's worse, the stream quality or the bot? Holy.
Yeah. Honestly,
Holy. Anyway, I do, okay, so if I had to, like, say what NATO, like, how NATO's gonna win this matchup, it's gonna win that by vocals, right? Like, I think that's pretty obvious.
Focus is definitely going to be their main carry, I feel like. Or either, you know, on Cav specifically, I feel like Purple will also be a main contributor, you know?
Sure.
Cav is very important. I agree. I think that seducing vocals is going to be a big player here.
Okay,
Very
so
important one.
what I'll say is, going into this season, I actually think I predicted Vocals to be the #1 Cav player in Division B. So we'll see if he can deliver on. We can see if he can deliver on this prediction of mine. The problem right now is that according to my sources, Firen is not here at the moment. So they are losing one of their better players that I see on the roster, right? But we'll see what they can do. You know, Locust and Lemon both, you know, they're decent players, right? They might be able to, against an infantry lineup that consists of Dylan's, Magic, and Dumplings, I think they can do okay. I think really it depends on how well Purple does, right? If Purple can roach and let Vocals frag, I think NATO has a chance here, but it really depends on how well that happens. To be honest, I really
Perhaps, in my opinion,
Sure.
frankly speaking, I think this Purple individual is quite washed. I
Sure.
personally witnessed him.
okay.
And during his time, during the matchmaking, he was very proficient. However, it has been some time since he's played.
Would you say,
I
Duckie,
do know
that
how.
in his past though he was like a top tier infantry, and like back in 2021, early 2022, you don't think that he was one of the prime infantry players?
I think he was. I think he was in above average infantry.
Sure, sure. All right, let's get into some of the compositions here, right? Okay, so let's say you're captain of Landia going into this matchup, right? On Charisse, right? What would you be running here? Would you be running 4-1-1, 4-0-2? You know, like what do you think is the ideal composition to run on Charisse?
Are you in a server that I'm not in?
I want tournament 1.
I think I'm in the wrong server because I'm still with Ta and the.
Yeah, you're on the wrong
Ogre.
server. Yeah, you're in tournament 1.
For glory!
Let's see.
I feel like it'll be close, close round wise.
Yeah. Okay. What I'll say, right, is that I think the NATO inf and the Ogre inf is pretty comparable, to be honest. Like, I think Magic, Dylan's, and Dumplings is pretty comparable to an inf lineup of Purple, Locust, and Lemon. I think if I had to give an edge, I would say it's the Ogre inf, right? Currently, right? I don't know who the NATO last 2 people is. I'm assuming Vocals is definitely playing, right? So you have Vocals and whoever the last guy is going to be in NATO. I know probably that NATO is not going to be running an Archer, Duckie. What do you feel about that? Do you think you need to run an Archer on this map or no?
Well, frankly, I wouldn't run an Archer if I was NATO right now.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I have to disagree with your opinion. I
Okay.
think Magic is going to sweep the floor with these inf. I don't
Okay,
even think
sure.
that it's going to be close.
Okay,
frankly.
okay.
But if I was, you asked me earlier what composition I'd be taking.
Sure.
As Vlandy, of course, I wouldn't be bothered with the crossbow, especially against NATO. If I was on their team, these people, you gotta realize that these Byzantines, and even Heath and Stivik, right? They haven't seen these NATO people before. Like,
Sure.
I guess they could say Lemon, but like Purple and KDW and Locust. So they're gonna automatically assume that they aren't experienced, right? So I don't think that they would take the crossbow. I think they're gonna run 2 and 4. That's what I would personally run.
Okay.
I am very interested to see this 6 mystery player that NATO's bringing now that
Okay.
Fire End is not available. you
Yeah,
know?
I'm not sure yet. I mean, obviously we both got to assume that Vocals is definitely the 5th player right here. I mean, I don't think NATO could really win without Vocals playing. Do you agree? Like, it's kind of...
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Without not only is Seducing Vocals a leader of NATO, but he is the only reason this B team is going to be successful. I would say.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So we both assume that Vocals is the 5th player. So the 6th player, I've been hearing rumors of this guy called Matt, not Matt Delore, not Matthew from Byzantine, right? Another Matt. And according
Really?
to Vocals, he said that this guy's a dark horse candidate for infantry, by the way. So we'll see how it
A
performs.
dark horse candidate. What an
Yeah.
interesting set of words.
Yeah.
A very interesting character. His name is Matt. You said.
Matt, yes, correct.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, if there wasn't enough already, right?
Oh my god. One sec.
I think the Byzantine have been waiting for this match. I think they're bloodthirsty. They're hungry for renown. I think that they're going to look forward for this match. I sure hope that NATO is equally as excited, but for some reason, I doubt that.
Okay. Do you think it's a mistake putting Dumplings as infantry, or do you think that you think the Dumplings as an infantry player might be?
I think Dumplings is a very fluid player, although
Sure.
he is a mute, so he doesn't have the communication skills.
Sure.
I
Do you
think
think-
as an archer, I would take him as an infantry simply because as an archer, he's not going to be able to communicate if he gets pushed,
Sure, okay.
which is usually a detriment.
Do you think being mute is almost unplayable, or do you think you can play around people not being talkative in the fight?
I don't think it's unplayable, but it is
Sure.
a dearth of communication is always going to be a problem. You're going to compromise. I, for example, in my competitive experience, I had a cavalry. He was not. He was a mute. So when he was on a certain position, I didn't know how long he was in there. I didn't know if he was dueling.
Sure.
So I think it depends on the position of the mute. I think if the mute is an infantry, it's the best case scenario. If the mute is a cav, I think that's the worst case scenario.
Okay. Alright, so Vocals joins. Looks like the match about to start. As we expected, Vocals is the 5th player on NATO. So what I'll say here, right, is that I think the NATO has a chance of winning, right? But it really relies on the fact that their infantry can live long enough, right? If their infantry lives long enough, I think Vocals can frag and do a lot of damage to because I don't really think the Ogre infantry is that aware, right? Like, I don't think Dylan or Magic or... They're probably most aware player in infantry is Dumplings. Okay, then there's Matthew. See, this is the...
I would agree. I would very much agree.
So, I think if the NATO inf can roach, I think NATO can win. But that really depends on that ability, we don't know yet.
I wonder if they'll be taking Valor as cav. I assume that they will.
Yes, they will, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they do have Hef and Sidvek, but does Sidvek play infantry, or does he play only cav?
He plays both.
He plays both, okay.
Yes. In recent experience, yes. I wouldn't say he's notable in either. But I guess we'll see.
Alright, so guess we should be starting soon. Waiting for these guys to end the warm-up, and then we're gonna be underway.
Now, I'll tell you, I have seen, whether it be visions or past experiences that I can't explain, this Matthew person in the past. I do think he's a competent fighter.
Sure.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Sure,
We'll see.
sure.
We'll see what this wild card has for us.
Yes, I mean, okay, so basically what I've seen is that Matthew's done decent. I've seen some of the screenshots of some Division B scrims, right? Obviously, we don't really know how quality they are, right? But he's done work, right? So we'll see if that can contribute on a higher competitive stage. But I really have never seen him play an actual event, so we'll see. What do you think about the Valandia Empire and Charisse matchup, by the way, Duck? You think it's even? You think it's favored to one faction, or?
I think it's fair for one faction on the first round.
Sure.
I think it is somewhat leaning towards the Empire due to the shortness of the Imperial Axe. So the fight on B is going to be generally faced towards the Empire. However, I believe after the first round, generally it's be more of a skill sort of thing.
Sure. I agree. I mean, definitely Empire. You're looking at Empire first round victory, right? They have double heavy inflight, right? I mean, really, no other faction besides Asteroid could probably contest with Empire round 1. To be honest, I don't want to see, like, if you're an even team, I think Empire should win round 1 basically 90% of times.
Right.
Besides that, I think Valandia is competitive though. Like, I think that if Valandia can trade rounds, like if they win round 2 and round 3, they're in a good spot. They have good eco. Like their crossbow can do damage to the horses too. So.
It seems some of our viewers are requesting that you decrease the FOV. There is some reports of motion sickness.
1 sec.
Die, dog.
Alright.
Oh, here we go.
Alright.
This is the event of the night.
I'll decrease my FOV, man. GG. You know, this is for the this is commentator, okay? Does this actually do anything here? I don't think it actually does, but I did max FOV. Alright, so I'm expecting NATO to run 4-2 and the Valandians to do a 3-1-2.
3-1-2?
Yeah. Alright, let's see here.
Interesting. Now we know KDW is a CAF player, so.
Oh, okay. Valandia is going 4 inf though. Valandia's definitely going 4
Yeah.
inf. So, and the interesting strat by NATO here, they're going to A.
Yeah, they're going towards
away.
A.
Yes.
I personally wouldn't go this route, but I wonder if they're confident in the infantry line. Be moving to A. They know the archer is there, so I imagine they think that the archer will shoot them on them at B. So I guess this is a decent call by NATO.
So it's confirmed, by the way, that Valar is the archer and Dumpling is playing infantry. So do you think that Valar is a competent archer, Ducky, or do you think that's a miscall to have Valar play archer instead of Cav?
I vehemently believe this is a miscall. Even Alex goes to say it's a misinput.
Sure.
I would definitely take Dumplings as an archer in this scenario. I don't think Valar could shoot the side of a hippo.
Alright, let's see what the Cav is right now. KDW is playing Cav. It looks like it's KDW and Vocals on NATO Cav versus Hef Solo and Cav for Valandia. I think right now it's definitely Empire has Cav supremacy, although I don't really know how KDW will perform in this kind of situation right now. We haven't seen him play at all, basically.
I'm observing Heath's experience here. He seems to be very cautious. He knows he's outnumbered.
Sure.
He's reading the battlefield. He's getting information on their movements.
Sure.
Looks like he's getting chased by one of their Cav. Looks like he's heading back to his team, probably to bait the other Cav for their crossbow.
Sure. What's it called? I do think, like, one of the most annoying things as an infantry player is when your Cav just, like, kills himself in a 1v2 right away. Like, don't you agree? Like, it's like, they don't need to be taking that fight. They could be playing a lot safer, and I really like how Hef is playing safer. Okay, NATO looks like they are going to try to push for the archer. I think this is the right move on this map. You want to get behind them.
Yes, I would agree. They're getting him that archer straight in the open.
Correct.
I think they're going to send their Cav to the back. That would be a good call.
And the infight begins now. We see a spear in the back. Alright, Cav in.
Ooh, I definitely wouldn't be spearing it this time.
Nice stab. Ooh, Hef with the first big kill of Cav.
He came to the first kill.
Yep. The spear is currently unable to work. It's being pushed by an infantry right here. Dumplings with a huge dismount. Alright, a clean fight by Valandia right now. That spear is really not doing anything right now. I would
definitely
prefer,
say this is definitely a misplay by Locust there.
yeah, a clean Valandian sweep right there.
Luckily for the NATOs, they do have a clean set of legionaries.
Sure. Vocals died in that first fight, and I'm pretty sure his horse got shot there. So his horse is probably going to be very low in this next fight. KDW's also dismounted, so basically the NATO infantry is very up, and Lemon just got shot by the crossbow too. So this is not a great start for NATO right here. You expect them to win round 1. Alright, Matthew with the first kill for NATO. Maybe get some on the board. Yeah, Hef is just free cabbing right now. No, okay, Purple with a nice
Purple
kill.
claimed to kill.
Alright.
Oh, he team killed, or team hit.
Alright, Vocals kills the cab though, okay? So we have, there's both cabs dismounted from NATO. Should be one in this inf right here, and Hef with another big kill. He is going huge right now. Alright, Purple kills the cab though. So, and Vocals is mounted. That's actually huge for the NATO imp.
Too predicted. Purple is the most competent infantry, it seems.
Oh, Vocals is shot by the crossbow.
He's definitely holding his ground here on B. I'll admit.
Like I said, I think if Purple can roach long enough for the NATO cab to do work, I think they have a shot. Nice kill by Vocals there.
Nice kill.
Killed out Dylan. That's good for Eco.
A team kill there.
That's good. It's a good kill. Alright, and KDW goes down. Okay, so Ogre takes round 1. A bad start for NATO, you would say. You would expect NATO to win as Empire round 1. They showed a lot of weakness in that fight.
That was NATO's greatest advantage round.
Yep.
So I assume they're scratching their heads right now. I hope that they take Locust off the spear when the end fight starts.
Sure, I agree.
I hope that's their biggest takeaway this next coming round.
I agree, especially when Valenti is running 1 cav, right, and you're fighting in a close spot like B. I don't really think the spear is necessary. The axes do a lot of damage to those horses. I think, if anything, you want that, especially like if you're a newer infantry player, the spear is almost more of a liability, right? Like a lot of these guys don't really know how to spear. They just get bullied by cav anyway, right? So you might as well just have an axe out, try to do damage. What do you also feel about Matthew IRL is going with the mace instead of the axe on Empire?
Let me see this. I think that's very. Oh, I see. Not even with improved armor. I assume that his logic is that there's sergeants that have heavy armor that he'll do more damage, which is a fallacy, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens.
All right. Once again, Valar is assuming. Yep, Valar's playing crossbow. They're running 4-1-1 again. NATO is capping the flags this time, though. I like that a lot better. Not being as passive. I like how the Cavs controlling space like they should be with the two Cavs. I really think Vocals should be trying to bully Heath on Cav. Don't you agree? Like, I think Vocals is probably more experienced.
Right. I do think they should be trying to sever off their cap before this first fight starts. I think they're afraid of the crossbow.
Sure, but the crossbow Valar is he's kind of a passive player, right? I mean, I don't really see him being that aggressive on the Cav. He's gonna be like you can kill Valar. You can kill Valar.
Right. I assume that the NATO aren't sure of that though. They don't know if this guy is a good crossbow. They're unsure.
Sure.
You know. They probably assume they need a sharpshooter.
Right here, Hef capping C uncontested should not be happening. Like both the NATO Cavs should be contesting him here, right? Like there's no reason.
NATO's playing a little bit too passive. I think if they don't take this round, they should probably take 5 amps to win the B fight at least.
Sure. Both NATO Cav are also now projecting their infantry. I think they're going to try to force C. I don't really know if that's the best spot for them to play, especially when they have 2 Cav. I'm really not liking this call by the NATO team right now. Very passive
I'm not sure why the infantry doesn't push and they send their cap behind to intercept Valar. I think that would be the best.
Yeah, so it looks like the call for NATO is definitely to go C. See, I really don't understand this call at all. I mean, the Cav, C is probably the worst flag on the map to fight for Cav. Obviously, the Empire Imp can do work, obviously, on C, but I don't think that's the NATO strong suit. The NATO strong suit is Cav.
Exactly. They recently just lost the fight, so I'm not sure why they would take
the fight begins.
Imp heavy position.
Alright, Dumplings with the early kill and Lemon. The spear is out. I don't like the spear here. Like, you're pushing a flag.
One of them fell off. One of them fell off.
Like,
climb up the ladder now.
This is, I think, a quick catastrophe right here.
Locust is still using his spear. Oh, he finally pulled out his axe. See if he gets any kills.
Alright, Cav comes in. Hef tries to go for the bump stab there, misses. Vocals is dismounted. Matthew goes down. Locust goes down. Oh, okay. I mean, to be honest right here, I think NATO's doing themselves a disservice right now. They're really not taking good fights. Right. They're going to C there. You have 2 Cav, right? Like, take the fight at B, take the fight at A, right? Those are places you can win the fight. Going to C where the crossbow is basically protected and can't be attacked by Cav is just... I just don't see it.
Right. And I'm unsure why they would. If I was them, I would at least try to do A. I mean, that's
Sure.
forest-friendly area.
I think
They've already
this-
proven they can't handle
And now
an infight.
Vocals is mounted second life too. Like their cav can't do anything here.
Looks like the infantry's unsure. One of them's trickling. Oh, that's good.
All right, Matthew, a
Moving
huge
together.
team hit, and he falls off the side.
One of them
Okay.
fell off again. We have a slippery foot, I'd say. Huh?
Might need to work on his Waz D'ing, okay. Purple goes down. Locust is getting bullied right now. Locust does seem to switch off the spear at least, okay? No one going spear. I really like that. Even though he dies there, I think he's learning his lesson not to go spear. I mean, there's really no need for spear here.
Do you think he's learning it a little bit too soon or too late now?
Sure, but like it's better late than never. You know what I mean? Like if he stands by the spear, like Hef's doing work, right? But he's not like look at if you press scoreboard, right? Look at the scoreboard right now. It's really the infantry that's carrying for this team right now. It just like Dumplings is fragging, as if it just I don't understand these engagements right now by NATO. They should be going. If I was NATO, right, I would have my cav cap C, right? Have the enemy team cap B and force the flag A. Like I just don't see why we're even contesting like C at all. It's just poor play by them. And I really think that's a lack of experience. But to be honest, I think Volko should know better. I think he's kind of disheartened right now by the fact that his main cav player Firen is for some reason not here, and he's kind of not doing his best.
Right, but I feel like even if Firen is here, they can't stop the ogres.
Sure.
And let me just say something here.
Sure.
You could tell the experience clash at sea there. You know, their infantry were slipping off. They didn't know where to push, you know,
Sure.
versus the Byzantine, even with their brief experience, understood what positions to take.
Sure. Alright, it does look like Locust finally is no longer going spear, okay? You know? Gotta give props here. I think this is the right move. You're running on B. There's no reason to take a spear here. They're running one cav. The cav's not even doing that much damage, right? Only 4 underscore in 2 rounds. Clearly it's not the biggest issue for the NATO infantry. I really think they should be focusing on winning that infight and letting their cav do work, right? Like, when the spear's out, the cav can't really do much work because you're just being W-keyed and you're not, like, doing anything at all.
Right.
But once again...
I do wonder, I wonder which infantry specifically for NATO is the one making calls here.
I don't know if they have one, to be honest. I think Volko might be calling for them. Okay, the fight begins on B. I do like this fight action for NATO right here. It's a nice spot for them. The crossbow can't really
If
affect
their
the
cav
fight.
can help intercept the infantry, I think they can definitely take the dub here.
So far, it looks like some good hits in. The NATO cav is way too late. Dylan's with a huge spear on Volko's right there. That's a huge spear by Dylan's right there.
They're fighting right in the open.
Lemon-
This should be prime time for the NATO cav.
Lemon with a huge kill though. Purple with a nice hit. KW goes down to the cav. There 2v1 in this inf. Oh, Matthew goes down to the imp. This can't be happening here.
If I can be frank with you, I never found KDW particularly endearing on MM.
Alright. So far, oh, NATO's getting wiped here. That was a good fight. You know, we got to some positive right here. I like the location of the fight there. You know, it was a nice spot on B. I think the archer couldn't really affect the fight
I
too
think
much.
the cav was extremely late and
I agree.
uncoordinated.
I agree.
I think the infantry was in the best place they can be in.
I think, okay, so personally, based on what I saw right there, I don't think the cav and the imp are communicating at all. That seemed like too disjointed, right? The fight was perfect. Like, I liked the spot where they were fighting behind B with a nice spot for the infantry to be fighting at, but the problem was the cav didn't crash at all. They were way too late, and when Heth is there first before the NATO cav, that's a problem. It should not be happening.
And I can tell by the speed of seducing Ruffle's
huge.
horse and the way he's looking that he was probably making the calls there.
Sure. Vocals and Locust do get the kill on the crossbow. But he dies in the 2v1. Okay, nice double kill right there. Hef coming in. Oh, that's a huge frag on purple right there. That kind of crushes all NATO's hopes of achieving a big round there. Lemon does get the kill on Magic. Yeah, but this looks like a clean 3-0 right now for Ogre. It's really hard to see NATO coming back from this kind of situation. It's at 63. Ogre has lots of lives here. I mean, it's really tough. But okay, so as much as NATO kind of got stomped this round, right? You gotta see some positives here. They were starting to learn, right? They're no longer taking the spear in the fight. They're running at good spots. I just think the cav has to coordinate a lot better in these fights, right? Like their asset, right, is that Volko should be their fragger, right? But he hasn't been able to do anything in these infights because he's been being focused by the crossbow #1, but also the fact that their infantry is not engaged enough in the fight.
Right, and despite all that, I do believe that the first game is the most important in any of these, right?
Oh, it looks like
what's going to
Firen.
happen.
Looks like Firen is joining. By the way, he's now going to be on team. So let's see.
Hopefully that might raise the morale.
Sure.
I assume that NATO is at a dearth of morale right now.
Sure. I mean, you just got 3-0'd right there. You're not looking to be too hot. I do think though that if Firen could be a boost to this team, right? Like maybe that the cavalry coming in is going to boost the morale of the NATO people. Yeah, but we'll see. Do you think maybe that okay? So obviously both of us are infantry players, right, Ducky? But do you consider the Valandian Cav to be better than the Empire Cav? I kind of think that consensus is that Valandian Cav is better, but I'm not really too familiar with that kind of.
I do think that the Valandian Cav is better, genuinely.
So
I would say.
maybe
I would at least say the heavy. I would say the heavy. I'm not sure about the light. I'm not, as you said, I'm not a Cav player, but I would say that the heavy Valandian Knight is definitely superior to the Cataphract.
Sure. I also think that the lack of a true hunter perk on the Empire might actually be an asset to the NATO infantry, right? Because before, I really think that Valar was free shooting into the Cav of NATO, right? And that could be causing a lot of issues. Without the hunter perk on Empire, I don't think the archers are going to be doing as much damage to the Cav, and maybe vocals can actually be more of an asset to the NATO fight. All right, looks like Byron is here, by the way.
Consider a little bit of your commentary. Would you say that you're being unrealistically optimistic about your clan's approach to this game?
Well, what I'll say is, I will be optimistic, right? But I think I'll be optimistic to the losing team no matter what. To be honest, no. Like if OGRE was losing, I would also be optimistic for OGRE. So that's what I'll say. You know, I'm trying to be a guy that becomes hurt. We don't really want to see stomps right here. We want to see competitive games, right? Don't you agree?
Right. Yeah. Right.
So. All right. So let's see here. Okay, clearly this is Empire. OGRE's in a really good spot, 3-0ing on Valandia. I think that they should win round 1 as Empire, as we both said earlier. The Empire has the advantage round 1, but maybe we'll see something change with Fire and his Cav. You know, we could see maybe a different Cav playstyle by the NATO. And
looks
Cav.
like KDW was switched out.
Correct.
For firing.
Correct. I still don't.
Which I think is a good call on NATO.
I don't agree with the spear here, by the way. Still, I don't like it.
Yeah. It's not good. The B is already fortified. Extra cap protection is completely unnecessary.
When you're running, okay, so my opinion, right, when you're running even inf, I don't think spear is good because, especially on a close flag like this, you want to be, all your imps should be engaged in the fight. Also, it looks like there's separation here. Purple's gone in alone in the 1v4.
Yeah, it looks like some Valandian infantry have gone in by themselves. Looks like they're compensating now.
Byron's instantly dismounted by the spear. Dylan's still free. Purple with a good kill in dumplings though. That's good kill already. Kevin.
Looks like Purple's finally doing some damage here.
A good start for NATO.
I will say, Purple does seem to be the most astute infantry here. He's up attacking, he's aiming his swings. It does seem like he has the most game sense here. Oh, it looks like he did a team hit.
Foghead goes down. Purple with kill again. Okay, Purple with double kill.
Good.
Good kill by Vocals right down the Cav. Oh, Vocals take a nice juicy hit there. Unlucky. Nice kill by Locust there on the Cav.
Kick.
Nice. Okay. I do think the duo of Locust and Fire and Purple could be strong enough for NATO to do work here, but the problem is, once again, like Purple was going in there alone, and that kind of.
It seems that Sergio has just trickled in by himself before his team has even fought and has died.
All right, but it's okay.
A lean tactic.
But Byron is doing good work here. Got 3 kills right there. They're down 1 player, but this is not a losing round, especially for Valandia. This is actually a very hopeful round.
Seems one of the infantry have taken a OGRE mistakenly.
Yeah, that's an experience right there from NATO right there. You can clearly see that, right? Like, you should never be taking OGRE here. You're griefing your eco. You can't go double sergeant. I think that's
not a wise move.
That's a lack of experience, but also it's a lack of leadership, right? Like, if you're NATO there, you gotta be telling your people, go peasant, right? That can't be happening.
Seducing Vocals in activity in MM has certainly been showing, you know.
Yep. Also,
I assume that he would be telling his infantry that.
Also, if NATO wants to win, Vocals cannot be bottom fragging here. This is a very, I don't know if his morale is broken or something like that, but like he's not playing as what I think he could be playing. I mean, in order for NATO to win, Vocals needs to do better. That's just honest truth. So far,
I believe that he believes that he's already lost. And
so far,
for the sake of finishing.
Valar Cav did serious work right there. You can see 600 score per round. That's a very good start by Valar. I think that.
Nice.
I do think Firen Vocals Cav is even to Valar Hef Cav. I don't think it's that much of a difference, but I currently according to scoreboard, you know, Vocals is not playing as well as he could be playing, and that's where he's showing.
Right. I think mentality is what breaks it down here.
Oh, good hit by Vocals. That's a good start. You like to see that. Make me feel a little bit more confidence right there.
I think knowing that your aim is going to win regardless is going to make you play better as a Cav. Sure. You're feeling more relaxed, more calm.
I like this by Fire and Vocals. They're grouped up. They're trying to bully the Empire Cav. I think that's the smart play to do here. I still don't like the Spear by NATO right here. They haven't shown they can win the infight, right? I don't think the Spear is going to help them out at all.
I wonder if they made any commentary on it whatsoever about that.
This fight here is actually good for NATO. I like this fight here because the Cav or Empire is nowhere near Kevin. Oh, we dismount. Purple goes down early. And Fireman goes down early. Okay, and Vocals go down early. Wow, that's a very bad. Never mind.
What a disastrous
It was a
push.
disastrous push.
What a disastrous push.
I like the fight initially because the Empire Cav was nowhere to be seen, and both Vocals and Fire were nearby. But the problem is they just went like Fire getting dismounted, and Purple going down earlier. Kind of just this fight was already over. And now we're starting to see trickling. Purple's coming into the trickle. This might be a bad move by Purple here. He might try to be regrouping. Locust goes down. I think Purple goes down here. He's gonna be out.
I wonder why their infantry's not regrouping.
Vocals is out. It's just this is clear lack of experience right here. Too much trickling. You know.
Erroneous class pickings.
Yeah, it's
positioning.
Honestly, this is textbook like Ogre, right? They're exploiting their opponent's mistakes right now, right? Like they took the fight, and clearly it's outskilling them, but it's also just NATO's making a lot of mistakes here, right? Trickling in, wrong classes, taking the wrong perks. Like this stuff cannot be happening if you want to secure the dub. Once again, by the way, once again, Sloghead goes Volgear on a clearly lost round, right? Like this stuff cannot be. You should be taking Peasant here. Like get your eco out. The round is lost.
His team definitely have not informed him if he is still taking that class. Absolutely unbelievable.
Correct. I mean, you could say that your team's worse than another team, but if you're not taking the right classes and the right perks, you're just not playing. You're not caring, or you're not you're just misinformed. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Right.
Both of them are bad, to be honest. Like if you're not caring, why are you playing? And if you're misinformed, well, I mean, like you should be informed. You know what I mean? Like this should be like something you're expected to do. So. And clearly, Ogre, a lot of seasoned MM bets, right? Dylan's is actually the 4th highest player in MM right now in terms of games played. It might not be showing on the scoreboard, right? But maybe that leadership is being shown on the perks and selection phase.
Right. And it's interesting that even the people that eat the breadcrumbs at MM are so much better than this team.
Sure.
And I assume others as well.
Sure.
We could definitely be looking at the champions of the
I do think so far this is a great display by Ogre. I don't really have any complaints right now. I think that their team is versatile. I like that they can run Archers and Cav and swap off like Valar, both Archer and Cav. You have obviously Dumplings. Oh, that was an interesting play by Byron. I didn't even know you could jump that high up to get up that. But I really think Vocals is underperforming right now, and he has to be doing a lot better for this team to be playing at a higher level. Like if the NATO Cav is getting bullied, they can't win. Like it's just the truth. And Roy's seeing them get bullied right now. Like Vocal's
completely outplayed.
Yep. Vocal's going 0-5 right now. He's just not what we want to see right here. Fireman's getting
Fireman's also getting himself killed.
Yep.
Trying to help in the infight.
Yep. And now the infight starts. Fireman already dead. Cav crash.
Like,
Valar with the team kill.
NATO cavalry.
Alright, okay, wait a minute. Vocals with the kill on Valar. Valar team killing. This might be a chance for NATO coming back in here, game. Vocals with a good hit there. Alright, Vocals maybe start to pick it up right here, okay? Maybe some good hits.
Seems that Purple's doing some damage on B against their Legionnaires.
Okay, Fire kills Dumpling.
Finally.
Maybe we see a turn here, okay? Maybe Vocals has turned it on. Both the Cav jousting in the corner here.
The sun is shining on NATO.
Nice hit by there. Hef goes down. Okay. Not a great start, but NATO turned it around. Okay, maybe we get salvage this set. But both the Valani Cavs are last life, and all the Valani infantry's first life. The Valani Cav has to play safe here. They cannot. If the Valani Cav is out before their infantry, that's a complete misplay, and why they're gonna if they lose this round. Huge horse hit by Hef right there. That's a big hit there. Nice job. So if I was a landing inf right now, I would say you should int on the Empire inf right here. Try to do as much damage as you can. You're all first life, right? Try to do damage. Would you agree with that, Duckie? Do you think that's the right player?
I do think that's the right thing. I think Seducing is holding them there because he's trying to read what their cavalry is doing. Right. Looks like they've taken
Steve. Oh, Dylan's might be getting caught out here, actually. If I was NATO, I'd chase Dylan to the end of the earth right here. Oh, Fire with a big kill on Hef. He doesn't have a cavalry.
I think Seducing might be overestimating Dylan's abilities here.
Firearm is out. He killed Hef, so they don't longer have a cav anymore, right? But the problem is, it's now a 5v6.
And Heath is still alive as well.
Correct. I think Vocals has to live. Good hit by Purple there. I think if Vocals live, is fine. He just can't be dying here. NATO can still win this round. They have a lot of lives.
He's taking some risks. He took some damage.
He can't be dying here. Nice magic with team hit there. Let the inf work here. Let the inf do damage. They can definitely win this round, right? As long as Vocals is not int here. They can still win this round. It's a 5v6. All of landing inf are on heavy life. Good hit by Vocals there. This is not lost, right? I think They did decent damage in the fight. I think firing, killing the Cav was okay, but once he got stuck, he got bogged down over here in this corner and dying. That's just, you can't be, if you're a last life Cav, you can't be dying before your inf. Like, that's just very poor by him. Although it could benefit them being in a closed environment. Like, I mean, the fact that it's a closed last flag doesn't hurt him as much as it would on an open flag, being down a Cav player. Okay, so Duckie, how would you approach the C siege, right? Would you go from mid, or would you go from this area over here where NATO's trying to push from?
I would be pushing from the right side, and I would have infantry. I would have one infantry jump off, so they all trickle towards that infantry. I'm sending most of my infantry towards
what I'll say is
the right flank.
They should not jump here. This is a trap. They're gonna get cucked if they try to jump.
Right, they might get kicked or something.
Yes, exactly.
But
I
do need to make a move here.
Correct. But they have time. They have time. They still have 2.5 stars. It looks like. I think Vocals can try to bully the Cav. I'm just gonna be careful, right? Because him dying, I think, seals the fate of NATO here. He has to be very safe.
I do think like one of their imps should jump off, because if not, they're just gonna hold that
But,
one
okay.
point. And it's
Okay, NATO looks like the press push. The 4v2. Okay, I think this is fine fight here. They got to push through. Oh no.
Fell
no.
deja vu. Am I right?
Vocals can't be doing anything. He's just going in. He's just going into a spear. He's just running right into a
Trying
spear.
to breach for his imp.
I don't understand that play at all, to be honest. He just ran right in. Wow.
I think the idea was to get their imps back, turn around, so their imp
Sure,
can breach
sure.
the wall.
They should have, once the imp for NATO fell down, they should have backed off. They could have retreated, you know? But so I'll hit up the kill and a 3-0 to Ogre.
3-0.
Unfortunate right there. I mean, to be honest, that was probably their best round right there. You start to see some improvements, right? Like, not as poor play. There's still some serious errors though. You can clearly see. I mean, they're not working at the best of their abilities. I think Vocals started to do better towards the end there, but he still had issues trying to get in.
Something also to note is the NATO people, Purple and Seducing, who played in matchmaking, didn't very much play after the Shariz and Zendar and Uxar patch, you know? So they're not really familiar with that map. I'd like to see how NATO plays on a map that Seducing Vocals is more familiar with.
Sure.
Such as Town Outskirts or Trading Post. Or,
I mean, this is going to be Port-a-More.
Chirion. Port of Omar?
Yes, Port. 1 second, just make sure I know I have the right password. Yeah. Right. So what do you think about Port-a-More as a map? Do you think it's a Cav-friendly map? Do you think it's an Archer-friendly map?
The Port of Omar has always been a mystery, because on the surface it seems like a Cav map. However,
Sure.
I've had and witnessed some of the greatest glorious infantry pushes on
Sure.
this map. I would say at the most it would be an Archer-focused map. Archer players typically do very well in Port of Omar as long as they have a drop of awareness.
Yeah,
But I definitely wouldn't call it a Cav map in spite of its flat features.
Sure. I mean, the wheelbarrow right here is a prime Archer spot, right? You're pretty protected from Cav with these little, like, I don't really call them, like, little handles here. Like, Cav can't bump stab you there, which is really nice. They also, the problem with this map, too, is that this barrels, many noob archers, right, will go behind these barrels, right, and think, oh, I'm safe, I can't be shot. No. You can shoot these barrels, right? So you gotta be careful of that as an archer trap, right? So that's the stuff we're gonna be looking out for, to see if these teams are experiencing that.
I assume the archers won't know about these barrels. I'm having some difficulties entering the server. Is this still skirmish tournament 1?
Yes, correct.
You know what I think about this map?
Let me know. We are waiting.
I'm in. I was using your password.
You know. Wouldn't you agree, Crusader?
Alright. Seems like we're starting here.
So what do you feel about the Botanic-Kuze matchup? I think, okay, so what my initial take, right, is that Kuze should win round 1. I think they have better infantry lives first round, but then Botania is really the dominant faction after that. I think they get the double Oathsworn life. It's
Right.
too strong.
I think the Oathsworn in versus the Crusader Inf is going to be visible here. However, I think that if Ogre takes an Archer, I think NATO's done for in this matchup. Well, let's see.
Alright.
Well, it looks like they do have an Archer Valar. We'll see what happens.
Alright, NATO
Yes, boy.
continuing to go with the 4-2. I don't think 4-2 is bad here. I think you can run the 4-2 on Port-a-More. Not a terrible map to run it.
Hopefully their Cav tried to flank the Archer this time.
Sure. The 3-1, the 3-1-2 on Kuze. No, they're actually running 4-1 again. Okay. So Valar is the Ogre team's running 4-1-1 against the 4-2 of NATO. I think this is okay. I think if you're running an archer, I would prefer to run the 4-amp. I think it allows the archer to free shoot better. The only issue is that your cav, as Kuze, you kind of want your cav to do more work than your infantry, and that's kind of the. If you're relying on the archer to do the work, I don't know if Valar is gonna have enough output to actually seriously threaten the.
Looks like they're losing morale here.
Correct. I like the play by NATO here. They're capping the flags. They have 2 cav, right? They should be controlling flags right here. A great play. The fact that NATO is not capping on the flags right now is a pretty poor misplay. I think they should cap all the flags.
I think they should be taking C, right?
Like when you're up 2 cav like they are, they should be taking priority here. Like they can bully Hef. All right. Looks like the fight's about to happen.
They shouldn't be losing any flags, frankly speaking.
Oh, firing goes down the Hef, and it's when they have 2 cav. That is very poor.
Definitely a lack of communication. You would think that firing would say something.
All right, Vocals kills Hef.
Oh, nice, very nice.
Archer's free shooting now. Okay, someone has to push that Archer. No one's really pushing him. He's free shooting in the fight. Cav can't be pushing.
I think the infantry are a little bit overwhelmed.
Hef comes in. Currently, no one goes down the infight. It's a pretty long infight so far. Cav can do a lot of damage here.
The Crusade infantry, no, they must stay alive.
Alright, let me kill Sidvek. Correct.
Defense.
Yeah, I like the. Okay, Matthew goes down the Cav. Reels kills Dylan's. Okay, nice job on NATO here. They're taking good trades.
NATO are taking a lot of damage for the first generation of Oathsworn, I'll say.
Sure.
They're going to be
sure.
responding as clan warriors.
No one's
Unless
pushing it.
Sloghead goes wildly.
Kevin. Vocals, like huge double kill by Vocals. Hef is out, I'm pretty sure. Lemon kills the Archer. Nice job by Lemon.
Looks like this first engagement is definitely taken by NATO.
Correct. Lemon goes down to Magic, but Vocals kills Magic. Vocal is going huge here on Britannia Cav. Valar, I think spawn Cav. Yes, he did spawn Cav. So Hef is out, and it's now a 5v6. I think NATO should win this round if they don't trickle. I don't like this wilding call by NATO. Once again, they're not.
I predicted this would happen.
Sure.
They don't know. They don't understand how to maneuver those generations.
Sure. And I don't like trickle here at all. Like, the fact that their Oathsworn are probably really low HP, right? And they're just going in. The Wild is just going in, and the Clan Warriors going in is pretty, like, it's not well done now. Lemon goes down there.
Looks like they've replaced Sloghead with this Reels person.
Sure. NATO's down a player now. It's a 5v4 to Ogre. Purple gets a kill on Sidvik. That's a big kill right here. Reels is still an Oathsworn life. He's actually doing a lot of work here. Double spear. The NATO imp has to push these spears so Vocals can do work here. Purple kills Dumplings. Purple's going huge there. Reels goes down. He has a life. Firing kills Dylan's. Cav gets dismounted. That's a huge by fire right there. Nice kill by fire right there. I think this is going to be a NATO round. I like how Reels is holding his spawn. Nice part by him. Nice job by Reels. Okay, I like that. That's, nice. I think that shows communication right there.
Finally has grown.
Correct. That shows a little bit of communication right there. You see that NATO is now talking, saying, "Oh, you can hold your spawn, get the eco." I still, you can really see though that Matthew is a newer player to the scene, right? Going wilding there, greases eco. Like he doesn't have the 2 Oathsworn lives that you need.
And you could see the early access badge. You know, it's all set in stone. We all know that he's definitely not going to be the most astute player.
Sure. He's definitely up in. I think he has the skills to be competitive. The problem is he's really lacking that knowledge, and he's getting exposed for it, right? Like this is something that you can't be like in a competitive environment. You can't be going wilding, right? Like you got to be building that eco up.
And the unfortunate thing is these NATOs have been invited to the matchmaking scene. They just can't seem to take the heat, you know?
Sure. All right. So Ogre switches to 2 cav. Do you like that better than the Archer, Duckie?
It seems that their cav is much more aggressive now.
Sure.
I think. Looks like they did change.
I think Britannia and Cav should win this in even skill levels, right? So I don't think that this is a great trade by Ogre to be taken right here on the point. I think that NATO Cav. Right. Oh, the fight's happening in the mid.
Also, Dilling seems to be taking the big game Hunter. Completely disagree with this perk.
Yep, I think it's a great perk sometimes. Okay, Vocal's a huge kill. Oh, he does land a throwing spear though.
Big game Hunter.
He does land a throwing spear, so it is worth it in terms of that aspect. The Cav comes in, fire of another kill. Reels goes down the Hef. Magic is free spearing in the back. I don't know. He's probably second life. That's probably why he's playing very passive. He's not really helping his infat. I think. Okay, I like this.
I'm watching Dillian's here on B.
Both Cav from Ogre mounted. Firing gets a kill in Hef.
It seems that
Magic is nice. Wow. Okay, so I mean, as we all know, Britannia should win this matchup, but it looks like NATO is starting to get a lot more confident. These are better fights by NATO, right? Like you're not.
Right, which is good.
They're not.
I'm really glad they haven't given up.
Sure. You can see that they're not going to be like. You can really see that like every round counts in this tournament, right? You don't want to be taking rounds like because you're mad at your lost previous round, right? You want to be competitive to the end. Valar solo kills Firen.
Last generation push here on with Ogre.
Sure. As long as Fire doesn't die here, NATO should be trading well, right? Fire cannot be dying early here. This is a pure suicide round for the NATO team. I like this call.
Reels.
I like this.
Going in with the big game hunter. Oh, he misses. Byron is staying very alive. He's paying attention. Oh, he's dead.
He's dead. And Reels is out. Wait, when did Reels trickle? Maybe Reels trickled in. That's unlucky. I did not see
Reels
that.
was killed by Heath.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think, once again, it's a clear lack of experience. If you're Britannia, right, you don't trickle. You wait for your second life to come in, you win the fight, and it's a clear victory. The fact that Fire goes down there and Reels goes down there when the fight's not even happening, it's just lack of experience. I don't want to say but that, right? Like, this should be a clear... They had a nice first fight, right? And for them to be losing now because of 2 players going out early, you hate to see it. Right. Nice throw there by Matthew.
Looks like Seducing Vocals is hunting down this other cab. Alright, looks like... the last point is A. Ooh, this is going to be a problem for NATO's cab.
Sure.
Sending their infantry in?
I do think that a close fight's not bad for the infantry, though. I mean, they can take better trades as Britannia, right? You're not going to expect them to take that much damage.
If I was down here, I'd try to take an open fight here. It looks like Ogre's infantry is pushing.
Oh, Sidvek. Oh, it's a huge team kill by Sidvek right there. That could help NATO out a lot. Velardo's kills Matthew, though. Lemon dies dumplings. The 2v5. Alright, it looks like Ogre is taking the round as Q8. I mean, I think the story of the night is that the NATO team is just way too inexperienced, right? I mean, they're the fact that Matthew's taking Wilding there, he gets insta killed by Cav.
I hope that they're learning from this.
Sure.
They did take the first round. I wonder what they're doing now. What they think they should do.
If you look at their gold, right? All their inf can now go double heavy inf, right? But that should have been the case from round 2, right? So I mean, they're now back on track, but they've lost a round because of it. You know, they didn't have a great. Right. It's sad to see.
It seemed like Firen had a grass there in the cap fight, but just as I commented on that, he seemed to have perished. Going ahead with the same comp, 2 and 4, straight to B. Purple's leading the inf charge. Let's see what Ogre's doing. Looks like he's trying to do maneuver on B.
Okay, heavy cabin be couching in right early by Valar. Oh, that's unlucky. A good spear by
nice.
Lemon
Looks
right
like Valor's force was punished for that maneuver. Ooh.
Oh, I see. Like
nice.
the NATO Cavs are trying to bully the Ogre Cav more. I feel like they've been too passive, and they haven't been capping flags.
Seducing Vocals did take a bite out of Heath, so Heath shouldn't.
Alright, the fight happens now. A huge couch by Valar and Matthew right there.
Ooh, now they're outnumbered in the fight. Valor's a heavy cap in this. This is interesting.
Purple gets killing Sidvek. Lemon gets killing Magic. Okay, Fire goes down the Valar.
It just has 3
Vocals kills Dylan's. Fire kills Hef. Valar is mounted. Gotta kill the heavy cab. Huge kill on Valar right there. Fire can't be going out here. Forget last life. He has to be playing safer.
I'd say NATO won that first engagement, but they did take a lot of damage.
Sure. I think if you're NATO right now, you want Matthew to be playing safe. Let's see where Matthew's at position right now. Is he pushing all the infantry? Yes, he is. That's a mistake right there. I mean, he should be back in a spawn right now. NATO infantry should be pushing up, trying to do some damage and get back. You know what I mean? Regroup. But Matthew's what's gonna happen probably here is that their infantry's gonna fight. They're gonna die early, and then Matthew's gonna be cut out and killed. You know? But
I wonder why they would even let him play in this. The second.
Kevin.
This is the second gen. Looks like he's taking heavy damage already.
Magic, yep. Purple goes down fast, then Matthew goes down. I mean,
he's also taking that axe. Definitely not recommended.
Yeah, exactly. Fire does kill Half though. I think Half's out. No, he's not. He's alive. Okay. Fire's mounting. He needs a horse. Vocals goes down. Reels goes down. Fire goes down to Valar. I think Fire's out. Yes, it is. I mean, once again, Ogre commanding victory as Tuesday right now. Vocals does kill Valar though, so Valar is out.
Vocals doing straight the spear.
Yep. Purple, nice hit though. Purple kills Sidvek. Vocals in the back. The spear is not
trying
looking.
To play with Purple.
Nice kill by Purple and Dumplings. Nice kill by Vocals and Dylan's. This is winnable. This is winnable. They gotta kill these damn fast though. Kill that peasant. That guy's out if he kills him. Purple 1v1ing. Okay. Lemon kills Magic.
I
Okay.
feel like Seducing has very good aiming with his
Sure.
lance, but his maneuverability with his
All
cab.
right, now it's a 3v4. This is definitely winnable by NATO, but they gotta push the spear. Let Vocals be able to do work here.
Right.
They're double heavy, both torn.
They're trying to
start.
get that spear. They're trying to stop him.
They're too split right now. They gotta both pushing the spear. Good step by Vocals.
Right?
Go put oh purple got huge coat.
That's
Gotta protect
good.
Vocals. Gotta protect the Vocals here.
They gotta
Vocals go
oh,
down.
it looks like they. Honestly, I don't think they had that much
Purple
time
can't be
left.
1v2 and 1v1 in the spear. Yes, how about Lemon's here? Yep. He can't be 1v1. Lemon cannot survive the 2v1 there. He has to be helping out there. Purple's trying to roach though. I mean, he can. No, Dylan's get the spear hit. It was a great comeback though. The problem is, once as we said, right, Matthew was out early. You know why? Because he trickled in with the infantry in the first fight. Like that can't be happening. You gotta play safe second life.
I wonder if they're aware of that.
I'm not sure. I mean, you know, hopefully some of the guys from NATO are watching the stream right, and they can hear the commentary. Maybe they'll get some tips right here. But you just gotta think about it, right? Like, Ogre is playing very nice, right? No one's trickling in, right? They're all grouped up every time, right? The Cavs coming in. I like the calls. You can clearly see that Ogre is very communicated, right? Like they're all on the same page. You can
Right.
The Cavs taking the flags. Like this whole game, right? Ogre's been controlling the flags. They've been controlling spacing. It's just they have better fights. It's just a complete Ogre victory right now. Okay, Fire going in for the
Looks
early
like
Cavs.
was going straight into the thing. Very desperate play.
And he gets
Oh,
denied.
he's been big
That
800
is-
by Julian's.
That is.
He is
Oh,
down.
Vocals does kill Valar though. Okay, so I mean,
A decent trade. A calf for a calf.
calf for calf. But I think that's just firing. You're going full tilt right there, or maybe disrespecting the Ogre infantry. Which I don't really see why he would be doing that.
He
They
could
all-
be trying to throw them off. He should be trying to do an
Lemon.
arm maneuver.
What do you feel about the Lemon light archer? By the way, not even going Fion. He's going the light archer. He's hiding in a bush. And Vocals goes down the half.
Lemon has been known for his affinity for Archer, though not known for his aim. I'll say that much.
Oh wait, he does kill half
great
though.
shot. Great shot by Lemon.
Cat behind couching. Well, Matthew's
Oh,
so unaware.
how
Like, not even
unfortunate.
looking. I think Vocals is out here too, by the way. He gets out. He's lucky. The fight happens.
Looks like Lemon is applying some pressure here with his bow.
The fight happens. Lemon is free shooting. There's no infantry currently pushing Lemons right now. He should be doing damage. No, okay, the Ogre infantry should be pushing the archer right now. They're literally not even caring about him. And Lemon is legit free shooting. Nice kill by Lemon there.
Nice.
Real
Lemon is doing very
magic.
well.
Oh, damn, double. Wait. Matthew and Archer, by the way. They're doing double Archer right now. Okay. I see the mix up. Cab behind. Reels goes down with Sidvek. Vocals cannot be dying here. Kevin.
Looks like they're shooting into their second generation.
Sidvek
Now,
with a-
Ogre's infantry know to stay in spawn and let that guy
Correct.
die.
And that's the experience right there what they're talking about, right? Like, Ogre is a lot more experienced. They've been playing MM. Sidvek goes down to purple. Good kill. Oh, but Vocals out to Valar. Bumpy bump. That's unfortunate. NATO does have 2 flags, though. I mean, they can win
Right.
this morale. The double archer, I don't know how I like this on against Crusader right here with the 4-2.
Well, I'll say this: it's the infantry's gonna have to chase those archers, and they're low on morale, so it is a good call. I would
Firing
say,
dies.
actually.
Cabby on couch. Oh, huge kill by Matthew on Valar.
Nice. I think if NATO stay alive, they can
Huge shot by
definitely take
Matthew. Kevin.
this. Lemon's trying to protect his. Oh, he's dead. Matthew in with the kick. The hero with the 2-hander fighting at sea.
Good kill by Lemon.
Wow, very impressive. He was able to hold off a Cav and an Nymph.
Correct. This is what when you're playing Archer, right? You have to have the ability to roach, right? I mean, that's if you don't know how to block, you're not going to play Archer. Let's see what he does. Oh, that's. I mean, yes,
Looks like they pulled his card.
Yep. Lemon 1 Cav here.
This is the last round of the set, so I believe they're just throwing everything they can at them.
Correct. Lemon dies to Heth. And Civic goes to that. Purple goes down to Civic.
At least NATO took a round this game.
Correct. Alright, let me set up the last matchup. Let's see here. Okay, what was it again? It was Crusader Potato. Okay.
If Dumpling goes Fion, I fully believe that NATO This is gonna be the seal, the nail in Nato's coffin.
So if you're NATO right now, Duckie, right? Do you believe that like what are you trying to do here? You already lost the game, right? I mean, it's over, right? What are you trying to like?
Right.
Are you trying to learn from this now? Like, what is your goal from this last game?
In this last round, if I was NATO, I'd be taking 2 cav, 3 infinite archer. Although after this game, if I was NATO, I would, matchmaking have been asking NATO to play.
Sure.
The people there are very friendly. We've been trying to get the NATOs there. Hopefully they decide to play, and learn from their experience.
Sure. I think like obviously I think OGRE has more skill, but in a way NATO almost hurt themselves. I mean they take.
I feel like if NATO had educated decisions, even with this skill set, they would have done much better against OGRE.
Exactly. I agree. It's a lot of it's a clear lack of experience, right? They took the Volgir as Landia, right? They took the Wildling as Britannia. Their infantry fights were pretty uncoordinated, right? Like there was no real organization. Like when the imp went in, the Cav didn't really crash, right? There was no like we're going in, we're gonna fight Cav, come help us. You know what I mean? It looked very disjointed. What's it called? I think that if the skill level of NATO is there, like Purple can do work, right? Vocals can do work, Fire can do work. The problem is that the lack of coordination. I don't know if it's like lack of work.
One thing I'll say is it's very impressive that Purple was able to play at the level that he was, considering that he hasn't played matchmaking in a very long time.
Did he meet your expectations going into this game or no?
I believe like I said, going into this game, I said he was going to be washed up, he was going to be awful, but he, I'm eating my words. I think he is the biggest contributor to NATO in these games here.
Who do you think was what do you think is the player that caused OGRE to win? Do you think it was just a team effort, or do you think like the Cav carried, or?
I think the number one player that caused OGRE to win, I probably would say, was Locusts.
Okay.
I think that's the weakest link in NATO.
Sure. Okay. So you don't think like anyone on OGRE overperformed, right? You don't think like maybe like Hef popped off or Sidvek popped off? You think?
I would say Valor did better than expected.
Okay.
As did Stivik on Cerise. Heath got some kills on their Cav. I think I would say OGRE played as expected.
Sure. Okay. I would agree. I think that, as we said before, right? Dumplings and Archer would probably be better for the team overall, but I think him on infantry might allow the OGRE team to have Cav to do better. Do you not agree?
For glory!
Right. I think that if Dumplings takes Archer in these rounds, I don't think the NATO Cav is going to exist. But I know that if Dumplings also takes Imp, that their Imp finders are going to exist. They're in a conundrum right now. It's impossible to win. So I wonder what they're going to try to.
So what I'll say, right? I think the Imp lineup of Sidvek, Magic, and Dylan is okay. I think it can do decent, right? I think that Dumplings on infantry allows the Cav of Valar and Hef a lot more freedom to do work in the fight, right? Because as we all know, right, the Cav is your biggest damage dealer, right? But you need the infantry to be able to live, right? Like the infantry needs to live in these fights for the Cav to do work, and I think that Dumplings adds an extra bit of like strength to that infantry lineup, right? That they might not would have had. All right, so we see that here that the Botanians are running the 4-1-1 again. This seems to be their go-to composition. They're running the solo Cav.
Looks like Fireman's trying to take C. Early morale,
I do like that. I mean, that's part of the problem NATO's also having. They haven't been, the Cav hasn't been taking flags, right? They're sitting in their spawn. They're not taking flags. I think that's part of the issue that we've seen here. They're running the 4-2. All right, it looks like OGRE's pushing right into them.
Hard?
Correct. Valar is a very interesting spot right here. Kind of like off to the side. I don't really know if he can help the fight at all. Cav in. He is reared by his own Cav player. Dylan with the rear of Hef right there.
Byron is definitely putting pressure on this Archer, stopping him from doing what he can.
Cav in by Hef. Vocal's playing the heavy Cav.
I do wonder why the Oathsworns are pushing so much. Valor's gonna have a hard time shooting them.
Exactly. I don't really see the okay, Dumplings kills Lemon. There's kind of two separate fights going on here. Vocal's couching in. This is the couch plans. Cav in by Hef. Hef kills
Especially
Locust.
since they're gonna respond as clan warriors when they die.
Exactly.
Very, very brazen.
But they have won the infight pretty convincingly. Lemon does kill Sidvek though.
Right.
Purple kind of roaching. Oh, that's Rose actually. Rose roaching to the left here. What do you feel about the round 1 heavy Cav by Vocals? Do you think it's the right play? Oh, Purple does go down. Dumplings. Purple goes Dumplings, sorry.
I'm glad he's trying to make a
Lemon
change,
kills Dylan.
but I don't think that's a change he should be making.
He gets his mounted. Sidvek, he goes Pike, by the way. 1v1ing. Fire goes down to Hef. And Lemon also goes down to Hef. Cav in. Hef in. Purple gets a kill on Magic, though. Big kill, big kill. They should try to push this pikeman. Oh, good kill by firing on Heth. Alright. It's a 5v4.
I think Strategic Vehicles assume that it'd be easy to take out their second generation.
Sure,
which is
sure,
very
sure.
heavy.
This is winnable. I mean, Crusade has lives. I think if I'm the NATO team right here, I'm telling
Stivik is just letting himself get stabbed in the back.
Correct. That is very unlucky. Oh, the archer cut off in the open. Fire should be going after the archer, not kill. Okay. Fire should have been killing the archer there. He's cut off in the open.
Very, very unwise push.
Oh, but Vocals got a
Urban
horse.
here.
Vocals got a horse. That's huge, actually. Fire goes down to Valar. See, he should have been pushing that archer right away. I don't know why he just let him go free and went to point. Vocals catching in. Archer free shooting. The NATO imp has to push its archer. Good stab. Purple goes down to Dylan's.
NATO in for being completely intimidated by the clan warriors.
I mean, once again, like, Valar was clearly cut off in the open there. Valar, all Firen had to do was just go after and bully him, right? But instead, he, for some reason, went to the flag. There was no morale pressure or anything. Like, it was a poor read. I think Volker should forfeit here. This is a lost round. Yep, he does that. That's sim experience there. You know, he's not spawning into a... Like, real should not be spawning in here, man. Like,
yeah.
No reason to be spawning.
Probably not aware. King's team probably can't even.
Also, he's taking the mace too when they're all clan warrior. I mean, that's just an inexperience right there. You should have the ability. You should know that when they can't spawn Oak Sword.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe even go improved armor there to get the extra HP. You know, but
even the sword, the heavy saber by itself will still damage
exactly. But I mean, as we see right here, I mean, Firen's doing decent, right? 247 score, but clearly, like, Valar as Archer was uncontested, right? No one was really bullying him. I mean, Firen was on him in the beginning, right? But the infantry for NATO has to be pushing, right? Like, you can't be letting the Archer free shoot into your cav.
And in a normal circumstance, that push by Britannia was very, very ethical. It is not something that you would usually do. Looks like they're being more defensive now.
Sure. Double heavy cab by NATO. Oh, a good stab on Sidvek right there. Cabin. Cav is...
Okay. Like NATO's pushing hard.
NATO pushing hard. I like this push though. You're pushing the Archer. Archer's now melee. Can't be shooting. Cav can free couch him. Cav misses both couches, man. He has getting that.
Wow, he went through at least 4 infantry there.
Yep, that can't be happening by NATO right there. He has to punch the Archer.
Looks like he's back to shooting his game. Oh, looks like using his dismounted.
Yep, Dylan's is protecting the Archer really nicely by Dylan's right there.
Nice.
Purple gets a kill on Sidvek.
Dylan's knows that his imp doesn't need his help exactly.
Dylan's kills Lemon. Good kill by Dylan.
So Seducing has joined the fight.
Kills. Nice. Wait, well,
Alex gets a team shot.
I like this push here. Oh my god, nice shot by Valar though.
Point.
That's a great shot by Valar there.
Seducing is using as much as he possibly can with this first life here.
I like... Firen goes down. Wait, Valar is doing too much work. And also, NATO's even trickling in right here. They should be backing up. Why are they pushing in? Reels goes down, Reels out. Like, another time, like, they trickle in. I mean, no
Reels
grouping
really
up.
Is out.
No grouping up. No, like, it's just very, like, I don't know if they've like, given up or, like, there's no, like, who's calling for the NATO right now? That's my question, right?
Right,
like,
and we've seen these mistakes.
Good kill by Firen and Vocals right there. They should take this fight right now. They should take this fight. You know, both people are down. Vocals couch again. Good kill by Vocals on the Dumplings. Dumplings is out. The best player's out. This is winnable. Vocals coming in again.
So 5v5
misses
here.
Stab. Cabin from Hef gets reared by a wall.
They're fighting on the wall.
They should probably be fighting more in the open here. They should have had 2 cav up. Oh, the Archer cut off. Archer cut off. Lemon. Oh, but Lemon goes down to Valar. I mean, Lemon has to hold.
Valor's straight up in melee now, putting so much pressure on them.
Locust kills Magic. I mean, if I'm Lemon right there, right? Even I know that I'm one of the weaker infantry, right? But I have to hold shield on the Archer there. I mean, you can't be letting the Archer kill you like that for free. It's pretty like you have to understand that I'm not supposed to be killing the Archer. I'm supposed to be sitting on him, make sure he can't shoot.
Now between Sloghorn and Reels, which one would you keep in this NATO team?
Okay, so if we both agree, right, that Vocals, Fire and Purple are the 3 best players, correct? Like I think that's kind of obvious, right? I think that Lemon is okay, but you would prefer Lemon to be one of your worst players right now. The problem is that Lemon has to be doing heavy lifting, right? And I don't think he can do that, you know what I mean? Like, he's not going to be a core infantry player, right? So they're really missing that extra... Like, right now, it's basically Purple solo infantry, and he can't do as much work.
I mean, I would say Lemon is at doing the skill.
Sure. But Dylan's what I would say a supporting player in Ogre, right? He's playing
Right.
Spearman, right? He's not the fragger.
Big
like-
game hunter.
Yeah, exactly. He's not going after the frag. He's playing supporting role, and that's fine. Like, he can be a supporting infantry player, right? The problem with NATO is besides like Purple is not really a fragger. He's a roacher, right? He's gonna take those 2v1s. He's gonna live, right? No one on NATO infantry can really frag. I think that's the issue. They're relying on their cav, and when they don't push the archer, right, and the archer just free shoots into the cav, they can't do anything.
Right. Looks like Ogre's taking the same comp here.
I mean, it's working for them so far. I like the 4-1. I mean, the 4-1-1 protects the archer, and the archer's doing all the work for them right now. Valar with the 5-1-2 right now, doing really well.
Vocals is looking for an opt-in.
All right, the fight
Trying
begins
to
on B
pressure
right
Valor
really early.
for
Nice stab at
Valor's
Vocals.
Black Party's been hit twice.
Locust goes down really early though. You can't be happy. You gotta hold up shield for your cab. Like the NATO imp has to hold shield here for the cab to do work. Archer free shooting once again. Firing horse is probably 1 HP.
They're stuck between horses. Kill Archer,
Vocals
Electra,
has
and
to hit
die.
that. Vocals has to hit that, man. Free Archer right there. Firing kills dumplings huge. The magic is bump stab. Cab in by Hef. Reels goes kills the Vec. Good kill by NATO right here. This is good trades. They're good trades against the Vocals kills Valar. Okay, so it's not bad round so far for them. Good stab on the horse. Lemon kills Dylan's. Okay, so far
Nice.
great round right now by NATO. I think it's really encouraging. Now
Nice.
everyone here, by the way, is first life except for Lucas. Like Lucas should be right now. Where's Lucas at right now? He's on B. He should be backed up further. The NATO infantry should inch right now and try to do as much damage as they can and get out. Lucas should not be on B. But we're gonna see. What's gonna probably gonna
Ogre
happen.
definitely has a high chance of losing this round.
Yeah.
It looks like they will.
The problem is that, like I said earlier, the NATO infantry is not. They're flooding in, and we might see it here again.
The
The
Ogre's
fight
joining
happens
the
in mid.
push.
Half behind, kills Locust right away. He's down last life. Locust comes in, gets nice stab in.
Got
Magic,
the spear.
Lemon kills Magic. Real's a good kill in Hef. The spear is free and Archer's free. That can't be. Like, if Vocals need to do work here, you can't be having a spear free and Archer free. Purple gets killed for
Vocals is
dumpling.
stuck. Oh no. He's down. He's dead.
Alright, Locust has to back up, bro. He's last life. He should be backing up right now.
Looks like they're just getting shredded.
They should regroup here.
Last generation of Crusader.
Vocals with a good stab on the cav. Alright, they're fighting in mid. Firing by huge hit on Valar.
These O's
Oh, Valar's out! Valar's out! Valar's out! That's big, okay?
Right.
Cab in by Hef. Have a
Crusader
good
should
stab.
be able to win this fight.
Purple goes down really fast. That's very bad for NATO. Their best infantry are already dead. He's going to probably come back though. They're backing up. I like this backup by NATO call. They shouldn't be fighting this. Their best infantry's dead. Volk Fire's out now. Vocals kills Magic. Locust goes down.
Going down.
They should definitely regroup here. This is still winnable. The
Even
4v4.
fight here. 4v4.
They have lives. They have lives. They have lives. 4-4. Okay.
Alright.
Vocals has to live
Fire
here.
with that.
He's going to be the person that wins in this game. Okay. Let's see what real spawns is. Real spawns is Peasant. Let's see the perks on the Crusade infantry. They have a pikeman.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're going. I mean, if I was Crusade right here, I'll
Looks
be
like they're
going.
meeting on mid.
See, once
Looks
again.
like the Oatsworn are headed towards C.
Yep. A lack of experience here, Duckie. Right? Like they should be taking improved armor gold perk, and they're going freaking pike and swords. You know, like I don't.
Right.
It's just
And
not.
even that looter perk they have
Sure.
with the mace would still be better against
Exactly,
these Oatsworn armor.
exactly. Like the looter perk also is really nice. Get 20 extra gold. That can be good for eco if they win this round. I mean, it's very clear to me, right? That NATO needs to have more experience. They need to maybe like learn like the current metas. I don't think they know the metas, or maybe they don't want to care about the meta. I don't really know, but like
Right.
They
I
show-
wonder with such a lack of care about playing matchmaking, I wonder why this team would enter the B division. And
I
not
don't-
the C division.
I
You know,
don't
the more
think
casual.
no. I don't think it's a. I think what they thought is that maybe maybe they're too ambitious about their current level, right? Because they're playing PE, right? I don't know how PE they do in PE, but maybe they're one of the top tier clans in PE, and they think that they can translate to skirmish. I don't know. I'm not into the PE scene, but that could be a possibility for why they thought they could do well in Division B. Okay, I don't like this by NATO at all. They should not be pushing out here. Oh my God. Okay, well, that is not what I would be doing. Vocals comes in. They should have been playing more in the open. Their Cavs is gonna win them this
They
game.
need to play in the open. They're empty to stay alive. So Vocals
Good kill by Vocals
nice.
right there. That's a huge kill by Vocals. Oh, Purple goes down. That's bad. Lemon goes down. That's Vocals needs this guy.
Still winnable if this
Reels
team can
needs
stay alive.
Reels needs to roach. He needs to roach. Let Vocals do damage. Vocals needs to hit that. Reels just has to block here.
Vocals just can't hit it. He's so close every single time.
Yep. I mean, the NATO amp should have been playing in the open, man. Like, there's no reason for taking the fight on the wall. I mean, Britannia amp is better, and obviously we've seen that the NATO infantry is being outclassed in the amp fight. I mean, the Idle Ryan Vocals doing damage, outclassing half his cav.
I mean, even their lowest scoring player is almost second to Viron.
And that's it. I mean, I think the conclusion for this game is that NATO's lack of experience, right? I mean,
Right.
it's clear. What
They
would
need to
your
pull themselves up.
what would you say
They
about
need
that
to
game, Duckie?
participate. If NATO wants to play on a competitive level, they need to play in the competitive community. You know,
Sure.
if I was NATO here and I knew that we were a casual team, you know, we played PE and TDM and GK battle, then I'd be taking the C division, you know, to see, you know, whatever. But I feel like taking the B division, knowing that the other teams are playing matchmaking more often, and I would not go B team.
Damn. I mean, I think what we've really seen
And
there.
NATO certainly need to pull themselves up by the bootstraps. If they want more out of their clan, you know, with skirmish.
But yeah, I think overall that OGRE played really well. I think that they played as best as they could. You know, they got the job done. I think NATO, you kind of see the lack of experience. I think that. Really
I don't think Ogre needed to play well, as
Sure.
we see in that round where they pushed as Oathsworn in the way beginning. I think they knew that they had the victory.
Sure.
I think they knew NATO's spirit was crushed. I think NATO's spirit was crushed after Cherise was over.
Yeah.
Losing as Empire against Vlandian on the first round, deplorable.
Yeah,
Not even
it's-
remotely acceptable.
Exactly.
It,
I don't really see a possible when they're losing as Empire to Vlandia. I think that was the foreshadowing of the future events that we saw.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if. I mean, maybe the morale was shattered when Firen wasn't there that first game. You know, you never know. Like maybe they thought it was losing. If Firen comes, they maybe
Right.
thought they had a chance, but obviously it wasn't enough. So
Right.
we'll see from. But clearly, OGRE is one of the top teams in NATO. Looks like to be competing for the bottom spots right now.
And I've seen some of these ogres, Delians, who else is on that team? Some of them are very feisty individuals. You know, some of them are very fiercely competitive. They like playing. They like being in the competitive scene. Unfortunately for these NATOs, I haven't seen that fire in NATO. You know, I've seen a few NATO play matchmaking here and there, but none of them seem to have the fire to win and the strive to do better. You know, I think that's definitely showing here.
All right, I think that wraps up the stream. Duckie, will you want to commentate some more matches later this week?
Sure, I'll be glad to come on your show and comment message.
All right.
I enjoyed being here, and I enjoyed watching the match with you.
All right, see you guys.